Guys, this episode was given. It was a lot. Honestly, let's get straight into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hello if you're new here. My name is Ngozi and I'm going to be reviewing Love Island episode 21. So let's just get straight into it. It's probably going to be a bit of a lengthy review. So obviously we saw the preview. The preview was so juicy, I'm not gonna lie. I got excited. We could already tell from the preview that the heart rate challenge was gonna cause some chaos, which it did. The girls gathered to have their chat in the morning in the terrace as always, and Paige basically tells them that she's ended things with Jay because I think she didn't get a chance to tell them all last night. And then Tasha and Andrew both claimed that they're now tunnel vision for each other. I mean, we've always known that Andrew was tunnel vision with Tasha, but she claims that she's with him as well. And one thing I noticed, Luca is just always stressing. Clearly he has doubts, and I feel like when it's so early on and you have that much doubts, that's usually a sign that there's something going wrong. Because the thing is, a lot of the times your gut feeling will never lie. So if from the get-go you're already feeling all these doubts, I feel like it just shows that there could be loads of hurdles in the way. So he's having doubts, and then he thinks, oh, let me go ask Jacques. Now I know him and Jacques are close in there, which makes it tricky, but at the same time it's just not appropriate because Jacques is Gemma's ex. So that's what I'm saying. Love Island is a mad place, because in what world are you going to be going to ask your boy for your advice about your girl, knowing that him and her have been together? Like, Love Island is actually a crazy place. And then I feel like Jacques kind of threw Gemma under the bus a little bit. He was basically saying, oh, he's happy to be with Paige, that he like Paige is less, basically he was basically saying that Paige is less stressful to deal with, and with Gemma, she wasn't happy with him going out clubbing and stuff, and she just had like, she was basically like a headache. That's basically what he was saying. I felt like it was a bit inappropriate. I mean, when Jacques came in there, he said he'd have Gemma's back. He's done almost everything but have Gemma's back since he's been in there. So I felt like that wasn't good. And then Ekin is having a chat with Danica. She's basically telling her, listen, you're not bombshelling the way you're meant to. That was basically the summary of the chat, which is true. We've all been saying that ever since Danica came into that villa, she's kind of been like overlooked, and she hasn't really had a fair chance in there. She hasn't been able to form any type of connection in there. So I guess Ekin was just hyping her up, which, you know, sometimes, guys, Ekin can be a girl's girl. Sometimes she, so long as you're not after her man, she will be a girl's girl. So sometimes she has that in her. And obviously, Gemma and Luca now have a chat, and then obviously Gemma isn't happy because Luca tells her that basically he had a chat with Jacques, and she isn't happy. And I wouldn't be too. Imagine the guy you're seeing telling you that your ex has just been throwing you under the bus. Obviously you're not going to be happy about that. And I don't know what it is, but like, it's just clear that Gemma has like this hold on Luca, because I feel like it's clear to see she's the more dominant one in their relationship, or whatever I'll call it, situationship, whatever. So it's just obvious that she has a bit more like power, and she definitely wears the trousers, and she's trying to like, she's not very happy about what Jacques said, which I think is understandable. I don't think that was Jacques' place, because he should have known that it's just not right. Even I know him and Gemma are exes now, and him and Luca are cool, but it's just not a good look, basically trying to fill Luca's mind with negative things about Gemma. Like, at least say positive and negative things. If he asked you for advice, Jacques could have said, you know what, it was good, but blah, 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 instead of just saying the one bad thing that happened. I'm sure there were good and bad in their relationship, like every relationship. But yeah, so Danica goes to chat to Andrew. That was so random. I was thinking, at this point, I think it's just getting to the stage where Danica knows her time in here might be going soon, and she's like, let me just try and get what I can. So she goes to chat with Andrew, and I feel like if anything, she should have tried to literally, even if you're going to fake your feelings and try to have the shot. Like, she could have tried with Charlie, who is single, or unless she really doesn't fancy him, she could have tried with Jay, who is single. Like, going for Andrew, who is basically married off in there, was a risky move, because I'm sure, I don't know how she thought that there will be a chance there, because everybody knows Andrew is literally obsessed with Tasha. So I feel like she shouldn't have gone with Andrew, but it is what it is. So I was saying as well, I think she took Ekin's advice too literally, because Ekin was telling her, you don't want to have what ifs, you don't want to know, you don't want to ask yourself, what if this happened, what if that happened? So I think she took it a bit too literally, because she went for the wrong person. But if she does have feelings for Andrew, I guess it is what it is. But I didn't see that coming. I do feel sorry for Danica. She's a pretty girl. She seems like she's got a fun personality. And the thing is that Love Island will humble you, because you could be the pengest girl and still not get moved to. Look at Antigone. She's so, like, they're all beautiful, but Antigone came in as a bombshell as well. She's got good energy from what we can see. She's beautiful, but hasn't really found a connection in there. No one is really giving her attention. So clearly you can see that it's not about looks on Love Island. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I feel like it's about luck. It's about charisma, but it's definitely not about looks. So I do feel sorry for Danica. So Gemma confronts Jacques, and obviously it's not a very nice conversation. He basically walks off saying, like, you know when you walk up an argument, you're still talking. And I just feel like Jacques is childish. I've said this for a long time. Jacques and Luca, I think they're very childish. And I agree with Gemma. You shouldn't have, like, she was like, basically, I've never gone to Paige and said this about you. And then he was like, because there's nothing bad to say, like, come off it. Like, every relationship, there will always be the good and the bad. I will be really surprised if there's not one bad thing she can say about Jacques, because everybody has good and bad. If you've been boyfriend and girlfriend with someone, there's going to be good things about them. There's also going to be bad. Like, you're not dating Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, nobody is perfect, you know? So I felt like the attitude from Jacques was just unnecessary. And for the first time, really, I completely agree with Gemma. I don't think he should have done that. There was no point in doing that. It was just spiteful towards her. I feel like Jacques, or like naturally, I feel like he's a bit of a chatty patty. Jacques, Andrew, and no, not Andrew, Jacques, Dami, and Luca, they're the three biggest chatty patty boys in that villa. Honestly, it's a lot. So Danica gets a text, and she gets the text about the dancing challenge. I was excited about this challenge. Usually this challenge happens literally after Casa Amor, so this is really early for them to bring the challenge, but it could be a good thing. I hope that means that we have loads of other fun challenges this year. Hopefully the Twitter challenge, hopefully the things I can do without. I can do without the baby challenge. The baby challenge is so boring, and sorry, it does not prepare you for the real world. Like, taking care of a plastic doll for less than 12 hours is not going to prepare you to have a baby. So I don't even think the baby challenge is necessary. I want to see the Twitter challenge. I want to see the lie detector test. I just pray that they bring back some juicy challenge. I want to see the movie night. Remember the movie night from last year when they did the horror movies or whatever, and they brought back like old scenes? I want to see that this year. So I hope that the fact they brought up the challenge this year, I hope that means we have a lot of juicy content. Okay, so Ekin is basically telling Tasha that she thinks Davide misses her. I mean, I think she meant to say she misses Davide, but it's clearly like with them two, it's like, you know, here and there. So nobody really knows if there's anything there at all. And then so we have the heart race challenge. First girl was Danica. She looked good in her outfit, you know, she did her thing. She's a dancer, and you know, she knew what to do. I was saying as well, the girls are so brave. If I ever went on Love Island, the thing I would be most terrified to do is that challenge, because it's so awkward. The thing is, sometimes even if you can do a good lap dance, because you're so nervous, you just mess it up. So they're so brave, all of them that did that challenge, because it's so awkward. But Danica looked good. She did her thing. She went in on Andrew, which I can imagine obviously Tasha would have not been very pleased. I'm not sure if she saw it, because I think because Danica was the first, I don't know if any of the girls saw when she was doing her challenge, because usually when you do your challenge, you would then go like upstairs. So I don't think Tasha saw her doing it, because I don't think she would have been very pleased. And then what's it called? She went in on Andrew, because obviously she's just told Andrew that she's got feelings for him. So she was going to go in on Andrew. And then next we've got Ekin. Ekin wearing a wedding dress was so on brand for her. I love that she came in with the wedding dress. She did her thing as well. She went in with Davide. She licked his fingers. She kissed him. That kiss, I just know that Ekin was waiting to be able to have that chance to kiss Davide. I just know it. So that was quite funny. But yeah, I just know that Ekin was waiting to be able to give Davide a kiss. So that was funny. And to be honest, at the end of the day, he didn't reject the kiss. He looked like he was into it as well. He definitely said that, you know, he was feeling it, and he obviously he's attracted to Ekin-Su, so obviously he's gonna appreciate it. But next week was India. India looks gorgeous. I quite like to see India more with the straight bone wig. I like her hair as it is, like a ponytail with the blonde streaks, but it was just a different look seeing her with the blonde black wig. Did I say it's blonde? I mean bone straight. I want to see her more with the hair she had on today's challenge, just to, you know, switch it up a little bit, give us different hairstyles. So hopefully we see different hairstyles. Or I don't know if they give her that hairstyle. I doubt the Love Island producers just so happen to have a good human hair black girl friendly wig hanging in there, so that might have been her wig. But yeah, she looked good. She did her thing. She literally went upside down, did a freaking upside down twerk on Dami. She did a lot, but she looks good. She ate up the challenge for sure. Next we had Gemma. Gemma looked cute. She danced on Jacques, and I was saying as well, Love Island is a crazy place. Imagine seeing the girl you're coupled up with giving her ex a lap dance right in front of you. It's actually mad, guys. It's actually mad. Obviously she goes with Luca. She gives Luca a kiss and she did her thing. We had Tasha. Tasha looks good with the pink Barbie suit. I loved the outfit on her. I think it suited her perfectly. And she was loving the challenge because, you know, she's a dancer, so she was going in, swinging her hair, loving every minute of it. She loved it. And obviously she went in on Andrew. Then we had Antigone. Antigone did her thing as well. She kissed Davide. Obviously she's coupled up with Davide, so she went in on him. And then we had Paige. I thought the wig looked nice on Paige, but people were saying that it was giving Mary from last season. You know, when they gave Mary the aerial look, that was just not flattering to her at all. So that's what it reminded me of. And I don't know if this is just me, but when Paige had the blonde wig on, it really reminded me of Lucy from season 5. You know, Lucy, the one who is engaged now. She just kind of, at first look, it reminded me of Lucy. Maybe it was just because of the hair, I don't know. And Paige went in on Jacques. I was thinking, this is low-key soft beep. Like, I was thinking this is a lot. They were literally having dry sex. Like, it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. But in my opinion, the best girls were India, Paige, and Ekin-Su. I think they did their thing. I thought the girls, you know, came strong. Those were my top 3 girls for the challenge in terms of who did the best dancing, who had the best moves, everything. So next we have the boys. First we have Dami with the doctor outfit. I was thinking, why did Dami do that? You know, when he bent over and was twerking, you know what it reminded me of? If you watched the Winter Love Island season, do you remember Michael, the black guy that was with Priscilla in the end? When Michael, I believe that from that challenge, when Michael twerked, that's when he gave Leanne the egg. You remember Leanne with her famous line, "Oh, why is he so obsessed with me? He's giving me the egg." That's how she got the egg. So when Dami did the twerk, I was thinking, no. But, you know, it is what it is. We love a man who is confident in his masculinity. So, you know, I'm still here for it. And then obviously he went in on India as well. And it was pretty intense. And then we had Luca. Luca didn't really do much. He danced on Ekin-Su, danced with Tasha, and he kissed Gemma. And he basically, I don't know if anyone has caught this, but he was like, "Oh, I haven't had much action for a while, so I did everything I could." So it seems like him and Gemma have not really been, you know, affectionate enough for him, because that's why he made that comment. So he wanted to really take the time to, like, you know, go all in and actually make out and whatever. And then we have Jay with the police outfit. Jay has an incredible body on him. I'm gonna say that. I personally, my type is like black guys. I'm not really that into like white guys, but I can appreciate a good thing. And Jay has a body on him. And you know, guys, you know when guys pump their chest, when they can do the the boob thing, guys, that makes me weak in the knees. Like, when, I don't know what it is, it's always been a turn on for me when guys do that. So when he did the pumping chest thing, I was like, ooh. Yeah, he looks good. He looked good. The outfit wasn't the best, but I mean, he has an incredible body. Then we had Andrew. Andrew was cute. He did his thing. You know, he tried and he went in on Tasha. And then we had Charlie. Why did they give Charlie that outfit? They did him so dirty with that butler outfit. Did you guys see India's face when she was like, who is he gonna go to? That was so awkward. I feel for him. I don't think any of the girls are feeling him, and I feel for him. But, you know, he tried. It's an awkward challenge, guys. So let's, you know, let's be easy on him. And then we had Davide. I think he went as a pirate or whatever it was with the mask. He looks good. You know, Davide he is quite literally a Zeus. Like, he's chef's kiss. And I was trying to think, because you know when he danced on Ekin-Su, did he kiss her or he didn't know? Maybe he just kissed her neck. I don't know what it is, but he got intimate with Ekin-Su a little bit. And obviously he danced on like Antigone as well, and Danica. He literally bit Danica. like he bit her bum literally. So I was like, okay. And he was like, oh, I wanted to kiss her and I forgot. And I was thinking, Davide, why are you wanting to give this girl mixed signals? Thank God he didn't kiss her, because that would have probably given her mixed signals, because you literally kissed me, didn't choose me, and now you're kissing me again. So that would have been weird. So results are in. We all knew that the results are probably going to cause issues. The results are in, and Luca's heart rate was raised the most by Gemma. Didn't see that coming. Shock. Joking. Obviously, we all saw that coming. Charlie's was raised the most by India, which is so funny because India was literally like, oh my goodness, like she literally looked a bit frightened, no offense, when Charlie came out. Jay's was raised the most by Gemma. Dami's was raised the most by Paige, which is awkward because people have been saying that Loki, Dami and Paige have been a little bit flirty, and I know they're good friends, but I don't know if you guys have seen those like Love Island edits of Dami and Paige when she's like jumping on him and stuff, and Dami was a little bit too excited by Paige's performance. I'm thinking, Dami, you better close your eyes. But it seems like, I don't know if there's anything more to it, I don't want to conclude, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the future something comes up between Dami and Paige, because, you know, there's been stuff that has been said. And then Davide was raised the most by Ekin, which I just loved. Andrews was raised the most by Danica. Tasha was not happy, most especially when Danica had just told him that she's feeling him. And then Jacques was raised the most by Gemma. Awkward for Paige, awkward because they're exes. And Gemma basically raised the guy's heart the most out of all the girls. And then the girls' results are in. Danica's heart race was raised the most by Davide, and she was like, of course my heart was raised the most by him, he literally bit my bum, which is a fair comment. Paige was raised the most by Luca, which, you know, it is what it is. India was raised the most by Andrew. I was a bit confused about that, but I was like, whatever. Tasha's was raised the most by Andrew, so obviously she's not happy because hers didn't raise his the most, but he's raised hers the most. Antigone was Jacques, and Ekin-Su was Luca. I wish Ekin-Su was raised the most by Davide, but it is what it is. And Gemma Gemma didn't look pleased about the whole thing, about how like Jax's heart rate was raised the most by Paige. Sorry, Paige was not pleased about Jack's heart being raised the most by Gemma, which is understandable. And in general, the girls won the challenge because the girls raised the most heartbeats compared to the guys. So obviously India was like, I did the most, and Dami's heart still didn't get raised by me. Even I was surprised. I was thinking Dami's was definitely going to be raised by India, because India went in, like she literally went in. And then Luca is saying basically that, because of the not just because of the challenge, but he's been having doubts recently, and obviously the challenge makes him become even more like in doubt about Gemma. I mean, we all know that Luca is more into Gemma, like even he knows that. At the end of the day, it's his pill to swallow. If that's an issue for you, do something about it. If it's not an issue for you, just stay and hope that one day she will have the same feelings as you. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think it's like there's not much you can do. If you like someone more, all you can do is just keep being you and hope that it evens out, you know. And he's talking to Andrew about it, and I was thinking, listen, Andrew is not the best person to take advice from, because you and Andrew are literally on the same boat, so Andrew is not the person to take advice from. And Paige is basically saying that she was annoyed because of Jacques and Gemma. And at first I was like, it's not that deep, because the thing is, guys, it's not that deep, because with heart rate, just because someone's heart rate is raising, it doesn't mean it's always a good thing. Your heart could be raised because you're scared. It could quite be raised because you were frightened. It doesn't mean it was raised because you were attracted to them. It's just a challenge. It doesn't interpret that, you know. So Ekin pulls Davide for a chat, and she's like, what was that about? And he laughs in her face. But you know what it is with Ekin and Davide? I think there's a little part of Davide who wants Ekin, but his pride is bigger than that little part of him. Because guys, if he literally detested Ekin, he would not be able to even look at her. He wouldn't have even allowed that kiss. If he literally detested Ekin, it would have been so obvious. But Davide clearly still, there's something there, but his pride was hurt, his ego was bruised, so he's playing hard to get. That's just honestly what I think it is. He's flirting, making jokes about, oh, do you want to marry me because of your wedding dress and blah blah blah. And they were playing, Love Island producers are so cheeky, they were playing this like really sad love song so that we would ship them. And I was like, I saw what you did there. And I wrote down as well, Tasha is such a headache, guys. Tasha is just annoying. Like, she makes a fuss out of everything. Andrew is so into you. It's obvious. Everybody knows Andrew is quite literally obsessed with you. Like, get over it. It just really annoyed me. I think Tasha was more annoyed about the fact that she's a dancer and she didn't raise anybody's heart rate, and it's making her feel like, do I believe in my source? Do I not? So basically she just needs to be a bit more secure and just believe in her source a bit more. But anyways, Tasha and Andrew chat. He reassures her once again, and he's like, listen, I don't want Danica, I want you. I don't like Danica, I like you. You're the one I want, you. Basically tries to reassure her. I just feel like she's a headache. If this little thing is causing this much of a palaver, Andrew is gonna need a lot of painkillers, because she's a lot. And Luca has a chat with Gemma. She tries to reassure him as well. Jacques and Paige talk. And one thing I noticed about Paige, guys, Paige doesn't say her mind. And it kind of annoys me. I really like Paige, but she's just a bit... She needs to learn how to speak her mind a bit. I don't know if you guys remember that time she was crying. And Jacques came in and she was like, no, I'm fine. And this time as well, like before she could say her mind, it was kind of a lot. And that's why he was getting flustered, because he was like, you know, what's going on? But sorry, guys. How can Jacques literally say... if I'm being honest, because I was having flashbacks. What? Some things you just keep to yourself. Which girl wants to hear that your heart was raised the most by your ex because you were having basically sexual flashbacks? Who wants to hear that? Nobody wants to hear that. Like, there's just some things you need to keep. If someone said that to me, I would literally throw up. I would scream, cry, throw up. Like, that's a lot. These boys. But yeah, this episode was given. It was a lot. There's so much about it that was just... I think it was one of the best heart rate. In fact, it was the best heart rate challenge I've watched. It was entertaining. There was no dull times. It was either funny, awkward, or really good. Like, it was so good. We see a preview that tomorrow is a recoupling, and this time the girls get the power. I am praying that Ekin-Su chooses Davide. Please, Davide and Ekin-Su get back together. But yeah, guys, this is my longest review because this was a lot, as you can tell. But I hope you guys enjoyed my review. If you did, please like, subscribe. These reviews, giving you guys back to back, it's not easy. So please support the content. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's episode. Bye.